If you have uneven eyes or even uneven hooded eyes like me, this video might help. Today I'm going to be giving you several tips and tricks on working with uneven eyes, and because it's the holiday season, why not we create a holiday look? So without further ado, let's begin. If you observe my eyes carefully, you'll see that they're uneven. I feel like my left eye is a little bit lower than my right eye, and my left eye is more hooded than my right eye. Also, my left eye has a little bit of definition at the socket, whereas my right eye has no definition. Now, the brows also play a huge part in this, so the first step is to even out the brows. I'm going to be using the Precisely My Brow from Benefit Cosmetics. This is a brow pencil and I'm using the shade 4.5. I'm going to approximately measure out my brows to see which one is taller or higher at the arch. And for me, that's my right eyebrow, and that's what I'm going to start filling in first. I'm only going to fill in the sparse areas and keep it within the borders of the brows. Of course, if I have to shape it, I'm going to extend it a tad bit, but I'm not going to extend it at the ends, or I'm not going to pull it any lower, because I want to make enough space between my lash line and the arch of my brow. And the reason for that is it gives you the flexibility to build a new crease if you have to. Now for the brow that's a tad bit lower, I'm going to measure out using my eyebrow pencil, and I'm going to mark the point where I have to increase the height of my brow. I'm going to start with that point and fill in the rest of my brows. Also keep in mind, brows are not twins, they're sisters. We're not trying to achieve perfection, because is there any perfection? All we're trying to do is balance things out. Next, to create a clean canvas underneath the brows, I'm going to be using the Milani concealer in the shade 145, which is a true match to my skin tone. I'm going to clean up all the way from my brow to my lash line. Before the concealer starts to crease, I'm going to lightly set it with the Too Faced Translucent Setting Powder. When you start with a clean canvas, it's very easy to do artwork to balance things out. Now, my right eye has a clean canvas as compared to my left eye, where the color on my lid is completely different than the color under my brows. But if I create a clean canvas on my left side as well, I'm starting afresh, I'm starting clean. It's easier to measure things out and balance the eye makeup on both eyes. Now, because I have some definition at my socket on my left eye, I'm going to work on that eye first. So you can observe your eyes and see which one has more definition. Now, if both have equal definition or no definition, you can choose any eye to work with first. From the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, I'm going to dip into Casablanca, which is a beautiful bronzy gold shade. With a flat shader brush, I'm going to apply it all over my lid up to my socket. Now, you can touch and feel where your socket is, and I'm going to apply it up to that point. I'm using a dry brush because these eyeshadows are so pigmented. You can most definitely wet it if you want to, either with water or a setting spray, or you can also apply with your finger. And now I'm going to start building a crease at my socket. And for that, I'm going to dip into Fulani with a small blending brush by Colourpop. And I'm going to first mark the area where I want to build the crease, and then I'm going to slowly buff it out. I want to keep it really soft and nice and create a classic holiday look. When you have uneven eyes, a softer, smoky look like this is more forgiving than something that's more precise and detailed like a cut crease. I'm I'm going to very lightly smoke out Fulani in my lower lash line as well to balance it out with my crease as well as lash line. Because next, with an angled brush, I'm going to pull out a small wing and line my top lash line again with Fulani. Again, a brown eyeshadow to do your liner is so much more forgiving on uneven eyes than using a black eyeliner. That was simple enough and looks super elegant. Now it's time to work on the other eye. First things first, make sure to keep your eye open. Looking straight in the mirror, I'm going to approximately measure out the crease and mark it with the brown eyeshadow, and I'm going to join it to the inner and outer corners. This is the first and the most important step. Once you've got this right, everything else is a piece of cake. And the crease doesn't have to be clean. We can work on it later. You just have to mark it. And while deepening the crease, I'm going to keep observing my left eye to make sure they both match up. Now I'm dipping into Casablanca. With the flat shader brush, I'm going to apply it all the way from my lash line up to the crease that we've just marked. Then I'm going to start deepening the crease using Fulani with a small blending brush by Colourpop. Again, today I'm doing this classic gold holiday look, but you can use this technique with any eyeshadow combination and you'll get the same results. Next, I'm using Fulani in my lower lash line as well. I'm just going to very lightly smoke it out before I use it with an angled brush to pull out a small wing and line my top lash line. I'm going to next use Dahlia to highlight my inner corners as well as brow bones. It's time to finish up, so I'm going to curl my lashes and apply a coat of mascara. I'm going to be using the Lash Princess Mascara by Essence. You can finish this up the way you want. You can also use false lashes if you prefer. Today I'm just going to be using mascara. Pretty much it. Just a few things to keep in mind, and it's super easy. And here's the completed eye look. Again, smoky eyes are so much more softer, and even if you don't get them perfect, they're still very forgiving. And overall, it's so easy to create and they look absolutely stunning. A holiday look, I believe, is incomplete without a beautiful red lip, and I have the perfect one for it. This is Burlesque, which is a sparkly, beautiful red lip from House Labs. Not sure how much the camera captures, but the sparkles look stunning. And when they go on the lip, they look more metallic. But overall, it's a beautiful, very pigmented lipstick and perfect for the holidays. And here's the completed look. I hope this was useful, and if you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and let me know if you'd like to watch more videos like these. Do check out the description box for all the products that I used today, along with my social media links in case you plan to follow me there. I love you guys so much. Happy holidays, everybody, and I'll see you soon with a brand new one. Bye, guys.